The NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. To the wing on the left. Kessler wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scores. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
And it's Wiggins missing. Cleveland with the ball. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Cleveland with it. A floater. And it's sent back by Kessler. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the board are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Here's LeBron. Offensive rebound. And it's Drummond missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Kessler. Good D by Drummond.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Pass to Bridges. Drummond the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
It's White on the wing. Here's SGA. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so here's Cleveland, following the score by Cleveland. Here's James. Sinks that one from the post.
When we watch James still play at this level, it's crazy to think that he joined the league in 2003.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was really talking of Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Offline with his three. Lets a floater go. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to Drummond. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Bridges with some nice defense. It's stolen by White. Bridges with the steal. Barrett wide open, he fires. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's White. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's James. 6 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points. James has got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Kessler throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by LeBron James.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Drummond the screen. Bridges attacking. They get it back. Over SGA. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him.
15.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Back to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. Diabate grabs the board. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Now Messi. Screen by Wiggins. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded.
And Messi throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Count it.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Back to James. A crossover. The Cavaliers pull it in. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that's the final game of this 5-game road trip. Oh, my goodness! What a pull!
That is the kind of stuff you only see in video games. Come on, Mikal.
SGA with the bucket. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. Cleveland leading by 7. James in the high post. 12 points for him. They get it again. No good. Shot missing. fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is the most important. Back to you guys.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. Bridges outside. LeBron, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Cleveland leading by 3. James absorbing hits on the drive. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Majemski on the wing. Pass to Diabate. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Diabate's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Misi. For 3. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. And here is Shemp. Pass to Diabate. Now LaRavia. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. Cleveland trails by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 10. That one, no good. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. To the middle. Here's Diabate. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's an 8-point Cleveland lead. Here's Murray Boyles. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Cleveland, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
And the technical free throw is good. Drummond the screen. And it's Grant in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And it's Wiggins missing. Cleveland leading by 7. The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
Here's LeBron. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's James. He's got 17. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jones. In the corner, it's Kessler. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Inside. Stolen by Kessler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Jeremy Grant picks one up. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's Podziemski. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got 10.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Kessler. It's up a three. Drills it from outside. Kessler's got 7 now in this quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Back to Kessler. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And Bridges with the block.
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
Substitution on the court.
Here's SGA. He's got 11. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Teams.
Here's Shamet. Scoreless thus far. In close. Diabate. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Picked by Finney Smith. Bucket is good. Podziemski's got his first basket of the night.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Back to White. Pass to Misi. And it's blocked. Here's the teardrop. Oh, that's blocked. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Here's Podziemski.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Merrill. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Merrill's got his first basket. .30 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's stolen by White. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Merrill. Off target with his three. Cleveland leading by 7. To the right side. Back to Pajemski. It's stolen by White. Here's Murray Boyle. And he converts the layup. Murray Boyles has got 8 points. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cleveland ahead.
42.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Cleveland trails by 5. From deep as GA. It's rebounded by Barrett.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Kessler. Takes the 13-footer. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Here's LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Kicks it out to Jones. Now Kessler. Here's White. And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Bridges left side. And stolen by Wiggins. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. In the corner, it's Kessler. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing right side.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
In the corner, it's Bridges. In the corner, Drummond with it. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a missed layup. Cleveland leading by 5. LeBron gathering speed. Still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we'd actually see him playing on an NBA court with his son, Bronny. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attacker who loves to get downhill.
And it's LaRavia missing.
And he might have pulled himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
And Allie, thanks so much. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside Wiggins. Bridges with the steal. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way. Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Let's lose a 3. Kessler pulls it down. Cleveland trails by 8. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it.
Here comes James.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
James looking around. Grant! And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
James! And he does not hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. 9-point game. White outside. The long shot, no good. Grant outside. Barrett fires. And the 3 misses. Cleveland trails by 9. Here's Kessler. And stolen by LeBron. The finish. And he pounds it home. I had a feeling he wasn't going to lay that one in. No, sir.
Still moving down the floor like a freight train. LeBron remains a force on the break.
Now Kessler. The response. Slamming it home.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jones. Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. Bridges with the steal. James. Oh, what a play inside.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And they go to the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first that will push the lead to double digits.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him. We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
Jones outside. Here's White. SGA. And he blows the dunk. What in the world happened? And so it's Cleveland with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this.